Hello, welcome back to Gunfire. Today we are hopping into Cat on Reincarnation 1. The first step into the Reincarnation difficulties. So as I mentioned in the Nightmare run, this one, in my opinion at the very least, once you get into Reincarnation, the game actually gets a little bit easier. And we'll kind of go over that. We're going to start with the illusion. So we get the spiritual remnant here, which gives us all sorts of different perks to choose from. We can have 3 over the course of the entire run. And for the first one, you get to refresh for some souls. And since we have so many souls, I'm not really too worried about refreshing too many times. So I like to refresh until I get something that I like, which Copycat's not bad. Steady Profit, not that great. All these are okay. Excuse me. Enhanced weapons are pretty cool. So weapons, weapons and scrolls can now be enhanced. But I am looking for a particular buff, which is going to be Elemental Maestro. So gain a buff for 4 seconds every 10 seconds, grants 100% elemental damage, and guarantees elemental effects with the buff. So we're going to go ahead and pick that up. Obviously, since Cat is so focused around elemental damage, this is quite good for us. Oh. Also, as I mentioned, as we get into the Reincarnation levels, properly using your cover becomes a huge deal. And trying to keep only so many enemies in front of you at once. So like, if I'm shooting one enemy, I shouldn't have others basically on my screen. So that I'm not taking extra damage from other enemies that have spawned in. Got our first vault. So like here, trying to keep only one in front of me at a time. So we've got a couple back there. Wait until we're ready to shoot. We'll take out the one on the left first and then move on to the others. And you can see just from that one how much he lowered my shield, just the one crossbowman there. So that's why we want to do that, because if we have 3 shooting at us at the same time, we'll lose all of our HP very quickly. So like that was a bad time to stop because we had so many enemies in front of us. Fortunately, we do have a shotgun, so we can kind of share the damage around some of these enemies. All right. I'm actually gonna go for Hex Smoke first. I've kind of been liking the way this feels into the first boss. The little bit of damage reduction is super nice early on. And obviously we do more damage as well. But once you get into the Reincarnation difficulties, it's all about damage reduction. If you're not reducing the enemy damage, you are not going to have a fun time. Alright, what do we got here? A hell? I don't actually think I want this. Maybe I do. Maybe, nah, you know what? No. I don't. I thought I did, but I don't. Another reason why Cat is nice on the Reincarnation levels is for that same reason that I said you don't want to be fighting more than one enemy at once, or like fighting them within your vision. Cat's ability to freeze an enemy kind of helps you do that even if you don't have a whole lot of cover. So like in this situation with these 2 guys at the end of the hallway, we can freeze one and attack the other, or just kill one straight out. Again, we don't have much cover, so we just kind of keep wiggling. So there, that's a bad fight for us to take once they're unfrozen. So now we reposition. Make sure we have cover. Oh! This guy just ran up on us. I can hear them shooting, so I wait until they reload. And now we've got them split up. This guy's just stuck behind the pillar doing nothing. Magic Watch, not bad. 33% chance to reset our cooldowns when using our primary ability or our dash. This mixed with triple dashes and dash cooldown can allow for some really crazy dash resets. I've had games where I could dash like over 20 times in a row without having to wait for a cooldown. So Magic Watch, although it's not the best for Cat, can still definitely be pretty good on every character just because of the dash cooldown reset. Wait for this fire. Bounce that grenade off the beetle there. Oh. So again, while we're reloading, being able to just freeze that enemy when I don't have any cover. Very, very nice. We should get, yep, little box heads as well as some beetles. The beetles got a timer on them, so we'll just let them time out. Not a bad start so far. These hallway type rooms are pretty easy to deal with for the most part because there is so many places to kind of duck behind and get some cover. So not usually what we're having too much trouble with. I didn't remember if I passed a vault or not. I don't think I did. Not super into that chest right now, so just kind of holding off. Ooh, nice little 3-pop there. Alright, so we've got this corner again where we can kind of keep them just stuck over there so long as we keep freezing them and slowing them with the corrosive. Got the peddler behind us too, so we can check him out. We'll go for some more lightning damage, even though we're not doing any lightning damage yet. Since we have Elemental Maestro, we'll absolutely want to invest in the elemental damage. Tactical reload, yeah, sure. Crimson Fire Scale, not bad. We'll take Persistent as well. We probably won't get too much value out of it, but doesn't hurt to have. It's also something if we need to give up an occult scroll, excuse me, for something, we can do that. All right, what do we got? Another scroll, Vindictive Nature. Pretty much nothing bad comes from Vindictive Nature. It's just some raw damage up when we get hit. Demon Lore, that'll be nice. It does have, whoa, it does have a rare inscription on it, so it'd be nice to see what that is. I am getting kind of up in their face in that corner because I wanted to take that horse head out, but now that I've got some space, I want to get back behind some cover because there are quite a few enemies over there. I think we got, yep, one more there. Cool. So we have a vault in here as well as a chest. We'll go for max shield. Maybe. There we go. And then what does this got? So base weapon damage, which is good because Demon Lore has pretty low base damage as it is. We lose some accuracy, which isn't really a big deal because Demon Lore is pretty accurate. And then we gain that accuracy back afterwards. And we gain benefits against enemies that are in shock effect, which doesn't matter for the time being. Okay, this could be kind of tricky. This is not the easiest map to defend the cube on. Mainly because there's not a whole lot of cover and they can shoot from afar. quite easily. But if we can keep... Our biggest issue is if we can keep all the little enemies from getting out of hand, then we'll be alright. I think there's actually a beetle back there on it. Nope. Okay. I want to take this long bowman out now because that's pretty spooky for me. You're just taking some damage from some of the melee creeps, but I'm okay with that because I'm taking out the ranged creatures. Unfortunately, missed my ability there, my skill. Very nice. Not bad at all. This challenge gets pretty tough on the first act. Or on the first, yes, on the first act in the reincarnation mode. I'm gonna go with bluff. I enjoy bluff. It's just a raw damage up when we're full HP, and I like to play mostly around my shields, so should just be a damage up for most of the game here. All right. So we've got some snipers we gotta watch out for. We're gonna try and take him out now. Very nice. Demon lore does kind of, even with this damage increase, feels kind of lackluster. I'd be really curious to know how much damage it actually gets. Basically, the weapon is increased in damage every time you land a critical hit. And then that resets on reload. And I'm curious how much damage it actually gets upon reload. Because if you can get Advanced Depot, this likely becomes one of the more powerful weapons in the game. And also, since it's got an element to it, that just like doubles down. But otherwise, it's kind of lackluster. Alright, portal's open. Go ahead and grab our ascension. I'm gonna not go for Acid Dominance this game, just because we have both the other ones started already. And I'm gonna go ahead and assume that I'm not gonna be able to get all three. Alright, so we have the Phantom Peddler in Reincarnation as well, which, as you can see, all of these things cost the soul essence. And so these are guaranteed to be enhanced. So it's 3 enhanced weapons. You can see under the name of the weapon, the Thunderstorm +2. It has a crit modifier, this has a rate of fire modifier, and that has another crit modifier. But the big thing is he'll always have 1 scroll. So this is enhanced bloody ammo. You can continue to fire automatic weapons even when empty mag, as long as the fire button is held, gaining 10% weapon damage per shot up to 100%, but each extra shot deals equal to 1% of your current total HP to yourself. And I believe total HP means your shields and your what's it called, combined. So we're gonna pick this guy back up. I'm sorry, your shield and your health combined. I was having a tough time finding exactly what I was trying to say there. But since we have so many souls, it's nice to just buy these and then salvage them. I don't actually think we're going to use this bloody ammo at all, so I'm just going to go ahead and drop it and recycle it. Yeah, because doing damage... It's a fine... There's absolutely ways to leverage that, so I can't just write it off completely. But it's not really how I want to play right now, so we will take a magnetic coil. Man, still nothing really all that great here. I think we're just going to hang on to the demon lore. This boss, isn't really all that difficult, so I'm not too concerned about it, but... cut him down to about 2/3. Ooh, got some good damage on him there. We got a lot of fire procs on top of our corrosion, all right in a row. Awesome. First boss down. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is we're actually gonna pick up this fire tower, because if we do end up crafting some weapons, we want to we're gonna want that electric, or we're gonna want that fire chance. Oh, I thought we already had pyrodominance. We already have the electric, so we will go ahead and get pyrodominance now. Yeah, and that'll just about do it. So now that we've completed Act 1, we can access the Phantom Peddler again. So we got Supreme Craftsman, which is interesting. We can re-roll the inscriptions. We got Royal Guard, which guarantees an elite monster at the end of a pre-boss stage, so before entering the boss. And then upon gaining or consuming soul essence, double the amount as copper. Obtain double the copper. So it's either Supreme Craftsman or Royal Guard. I think I'm going to go Supreme Craftsman, because if we get a weapon that we really like, and we have kind of a nice build going, we could potentially re-roll our... Why were we doing electric damage there? Very interesting. Why is this proccing electric? It must be something to do with the Maestro? But I didn't think, okay, so Maestro must have also something to do with making your weapons proc certain elements. Which I didn't think was the case, but... Or I guess there was just no reason for me to ever assume that would be a thing, because it doesn't necessarily say that. But we are absolutely doing electric damage right now. Or lightning damage, I should say, causing shock with a weapon that does not have shock. Let's take out the Evil Kai out quick. No reason to leave him alive. It's corrosive damage, and it gives plus half a projectile. I don't know that that's actually helpful to us in any way. Man, these enemies that just jump back and forth, they're a real pain. There we go. But we'll check the damage on it, because it could be much better than what we're using currently. Got some weapons to look at. I'm not a big fan of any of the assault rifles on this character. Oh, he dropped a golden goblet, too. We'll go with damage after casting the orb. Ghost Shock. Again, not really great on Cat. Damage type turns into corrosive. Extra damage against enemies in shock effect. Alright. We'll give it a shot. We'll go ahead and turn that over to double shots. I mean, if our weapons can be proccing even elements that they don't currently possess, then this isn't all that bad of a pickup. Yep, see, there goes the electric again. This is another weapon that sometimes becomes so accurate because of the passive accuracy that it gains as you shoot it, that it can make it a little tough to sometimes hit enemies in their crit spot, because of how much you are forced to move as well as how much enemies move. Got another Phantom Peddler you can check out. Plus 20% lucky shot, and there's still a 20% chance to inflict a crit if you don't hit a weak spot. Sure. Lucky shot chance, projectiles, damage. Just 40% damage. That's actually not bad either. But I don't think we need any of these. We will grab them all and recycle them. So it gives us another, what? That's 180. So like 300 gold there for free. Ooh, getting hit by those sniper shots. I heard them, but I didn't react to them. The coyotes also can be a real issue on this particular state or act. Alright. We do have the crafter back there, but there's no real reason for us to... I would say there's not much of a reason for us to invest in him quite yet. I don't have any weapons I'm like super crazy about. Alright, we do have a vault. Oh, talisman. Talisman isn't actually that bad. It's just not my favorite. You can switch it between any of the elements, which is pretty unique. I don't think there's any other weapon in the game that you can really choose what element it's going to use, because even like Dual Fang, it always has two different elements. Like it'll fire corrosive and burning projectiles, but ooh. We do have to keep some cover here until these snipers stop shooting, and then I'd like to try and take them out as quick as possible. Very nice. Alright, what do we got? That's a boss room, so we'll grab everything in here first. 40%? It's more than 37, so we'll go ahead and grab it. Oop. I suppose we'll grab a longer freeze. That will be nice for trying to hit our critical shots. Alright. We should be getting our boss here momentarily. It's actually kind of nice that the weapon we currently have is corrosive, because that's going to help us burn down his armor. Whoops, did not know I had that big pool of acid behind me. Easy peasy. Alright, Resolute is not good for us here, because that makes it take longer for our shield to recharge. Immunity to slows is okay. Hidden transaction is alright. We're really given three like mediocre kind of options here. I'm gonna go immunity to slows. So that'll make us immune to the slowing effect from corrosive damage, as well as like just any natural slows that enemy attacks may have. I thought that agile monster was dead. Ooh, big damage. Big damage out of the snipers. Okay, so this is a situation where with a ton of long-range enemies, I need to make sure that I'm keeping my cover. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to hit these crit spots from so far away. There's just enough kick on these weapons too to make it like just difficult enough. We really need like ASAP. We need a solid electric weapon so that we can get our elemental fusions going. Alright. Literally nothing here, huh? Just gonna check this back cubby real quick. Make sure we're not missing anything. Nothing over there. Alright. We're in a pretty good position gold-wise, so once we do get a weapon that we can, that we want to invest in, we could probably get it to where we want it to be pretty quick. I'm actually going to go into this boss room before running up on the next room. But we got this one back to single shot. I don't know when that. Oh, that I remember now. When we bought from the Phantom Peddler. All right, so at the very least, the boss has some miasma on him, which is nice. They'll do some damage over time, even if we're not hitting him. There it is. Okay, effective range, piercing +1. Not that great. And fire damage. We don't need that. We need electricity. Lightning. Elemental power is the best here for us. Elemental damage +25. And we can spread those elemental effects to nearby enemies. We really need something solid to come through for our build here pretty soon, or else we're going to feel very much so behind the curve. We are out of ammo. Completely. That's not great. Alright, we can get rid of that porcupine. We don't need that. Nothing left behind us. Ooh, hopefully we can get some ammo drops here out of these crates. Alright, back up to 270, not terrible. The only enemies currently on the map are in front of us, so we don't have to worry about them coming around the other side of this tower. We've got a crafter over there. The new enemies are spawning near the sniper. Got a big hippo. Again, not really a weapon I'm super into on cat. Where is he? Oh gosh, I didn't realize it was an arsonist. Alright, got 3 more. Ooh, out of ammo again. Oh gosh. Don't want to mess with the rogue villains. They are going up top for whatever reason. Ow. It's corrosive as well. Oh gosh. Alright, we need some ammo here. Nothing there. Alright, there's some ammo. Luckily for us, this weapon does corrosive damage, so works through his armor pretty well. That's the one drawback to the way I build cat in particular, is I don't usually use any corrosive weapons, and there's a lot of armored enemies in the game. Give 1 occult scroll and get a luxurious box. I think I'm okay with that because we have some stuff that we're not really going to use. We could give elemental weave. This is only after swapping weapons, and I really don't swap weapons much with Cat, so I think we're going to get rid of that. Fountain of Life. Okay. We get more max HP, or we heal whenever we pick up copper, which can definitely be handy. Nothing else here. Let's see how much it costs to reforge all of the enchantments. It costs $240, huh? Okay, that's a lot better. But now it doesn't do any... elemental damage. Maybe we'll just hang on to this until we find another elemental weapon. Because it was only doing corrosion before, so it's not like it was doing a lot for us. Well, at this point... Let's get Energy Echo, actually. Because I really just don't see... You know what? Maybe holding off on Acid Dominance this long is the misplay. Because if it keeps showing up like that, maybe it would just be better for us to grab it, but... So we have a lot more Lucky Shot damage, but it feels like we've had a bit of a trade-off because we're still not frying enemies, so I'm not taking Justice. Thank you, though. I do not like coming into this room from this side. This is a tricky room to deal with sometimes, just because of the placement of the enemy spawns. But not a big deal. We'll get up top. Ooh. It's a little easier for us to deal with some of these guys. We've got nice cover up here. And actually all the melee creatures are going to work their way up the stairs, which is actually good for us. We're all the close range, even if they're not melee. Okay, we got an arsonist out here. Ooh, baby, we need some ammo. Actually, we do have the peddler up top, if need be. Whoops. Oh. These guys and their juke boots. Alright. See what the peddler has. Hopefully something good. We do have a crafter right behind us, so if we need to, we can reforge some weapons. Thunderstorm, honestly, kind of a waste. Thunderstorm's not very good. This is between Lightning Blast and Pupil. They're both decent. I think I'm gonna grab Pupil. Ooh. This demon lore is actually pretty solid. 65% weapon damage against enemies and elemental effects, plus 50% damage to when they're burning. I might actually grab that. So now we should go to the crafter because we want to have our Geminis on these. Alright, so those already share elemental advantages. Now hopefully we can get it on this without draining everything. Alright. I'm going to see how this demon lore feels right now. And if it doesn't feel like it's totally shredding, then maybe we will reforge some weapons. But before spending too much gold, we should at least feel it out. Okay, yeah, it's doing some good damage. Especially since we have the duration on our stun ability, we'll be able to hit crit spots pretty reliably. Oh, I forgot we have the extra movement speed after, whoops, after dashing. Not quite enough movement speed to make that, though. So this challenge is pretty easy. You just make these couple little jumps here. Then you land on this wall. And again, if you have some movement speed, it makes all of these challenges way easier. Alright, ammo capacity, ammo. Flowing wind could actually be pretty good. I am having some ammo issues, though. Improved clip is actually solid, huh? We're gonna pick up improved clip. I like the movement speed on it. Whoops, didn't even really get the chance to read that, but I believe it was instantly refilling our magazine when we dash. So it kind of makes the first scroll we picked up obsolete, but not completely. So actually, it's particularly good for this weapon because we can continue to build up our crit multiplier. So actually, this might be huge. Because now we have a reliable way to keep this weapon full. Ah, shoot, I just reloaded. Bummer. And that time I did it by my own hand. Alright, 50% chance of burning. We have kind of low chances of all of our elemental effects right now. But I have to decide as to whether this demon lore is going to be worth keeping before I can really make a final decision on the weapons that we're going to bring into the late game. Oh man, we want all... Well, I don't care about acid dominance too much. Elemental rage would be huge. But we're actually going to get... I'm going to go with elemental rage actually here. Because that only increases our fire damage by 40%. So I'm not sure exactly how that works with like the fusion damage and all that stuff. So we're going to hold off. I mean, I guess we picked this up. There's no reason really not to. And we will just feel out this boss, see how our weapons hold up. Oh my goodness, the crit damage is crazy. Holy cow. Okay. Well, that was some damage. Maybe we can bring this into the late game. Very nice. A little bit of tankiness for us. Don't care about either of these. Any of these, rather. I am going to pick up Wildfire. And it's kind of bittersweet because although it is nice that we fire faster, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to maintain our clip with our demon lore. So secondary use every 3 seconds, that doesn't really matter. Pre-boss stage enemy doesn't really matter. All three of these are kind of not great. I guess I'll grab the Splinter Orb because I don't really care about Loyal Guard. So now when we cast our orb, it's going to cast like 3 in a little fork formation. And if we hit one of the extra orbs, it will take a couple seconds off of our cooldown. So it's not that bad. It's just not my favorite. I'm going to assume there's nothing up there. Can't see anything, so. I was missing some of my shots there, mainly because I'm trying to watch my ammo as we're just kind of free firing here, just to see how much time I have between dashing and my clip being completely empty. Okay, I think we're gonna go ahead and start upgrading this. There's no reason to re-roll the inscriptions. We're getting 4 damage a pop, between 4 and 5, which is really nothing. But our bonuses are weapon damage oriented in our inscriptions, so we're actually getting more than just what we upgrade our weapon for. Oh shoot, I ran out of my clip there. If I could get triple dashes, I'd be good to go. Because right now I'm like too hesitant with my firing because I don't want to run out of my clip. Oh my gosh, that was very spooky. Okay, shouldn't have stood still. That was a huge mistake on my part. That might throw the run. Man, that really stinks. So, what that means for us, basically, is that one, we cannot stand still for the rest of the match, ever. We have no more freebies. But also, that depending on what this next boss is, we may be in trouble. 120% lightning damage. It's pretty nice. Plus the extra lucky shot. One of these days I'll learn that you just can't stand still. But today apparently is not it. I don't know why I reloaded there. We're doing great damage. We just gotta remember that we can't reload. I guess that's what keeps throwing me off, is that I keep wanting to hit R because it's such like a regular rotation in the buttons that I hit when I'm playing, and like focusing on not hitting it is actually what's causing me trouble here. That doesn't matter for us. This does matter. So what we do is we reload this clip, and now this is an extra. This clip has an extra 30% weapon damage for the entirety of the clip, which means if we can replenish it by dashing, we can keep that 30% increased damage for a long time. Oh, wait a minute, but only if it... Okay, we need to actually make sure that we get one of the... It's got to be one of the special clips. So, let's say we have 39. Okay, so that worked. And now it's showing at the bottom of our screen. Yes, so now it's working. I do not want flesh and bones. I do not feel like dying. And... I mean, I guess we're just going to keep this demon lore, so it really doesn't make sense to hang on to the pupil. So that gives our weapon a better chance of proccing shock on the enemy by 10%. Oh my goodness. So we basically have to, like, kill one enemy at a time in between our dashes. I just realized that I have an audio cue for when I'm getting low on ammo. So we actually should be perfectly fine in terms of... Oh, I should have picked that weapon up too, because that had 30% chance of causing shock. Bummer. Very nice. We have a Phantom Peddler here as well. Actually, I'm going to go to the Phantom Peddler before I even go to that... Oh, we have everything in here. This is very good. Alright, enhanced mid-air strike. Don't really want any of those, and I don't really need the gold right now, or the copper right now. So, what are our normal inscriptions on this? Do we risk the chance of us losing the burning effect damage? Alright, we kept the burning effect, and now we have extra crit. I'll take it. So this should be a pretty good gauge for our... Oh my god, this thing really is shredding when we hit our crits. Oh, we ran out of ammo. That sucks. Let's reload until we get that perk back for the 33% damage, or 30% damage. Wow, we're really just not getting it back, huh? Interesting. There it is. And the reason I want that is because the boss is spawning. I wanted to make sure I had the extra damage for him. There he goes. Nope. We can scrap both of those. Grab our scroll. We really need some tankiness. Well, lightless shield is good. Yep, I'll take that. So 3 stacks of lightless shield. Every 30 seconds, each stack is 1 block stack. So that'll absorb the first couple attacks for us. We have the extra movement speed from our ammo pickup bonus, and from after dashing. For a few seconds after dashing, we get extra movement speed. And then we also have the extra weapon damage from our enhanced magazine, from the reload bonus, which I think I kind of just said the same thing twice, but I was talking about 2 different scrolls. Yeah, if we get triple dashes, if we just get a dash build going, we'd be good to go. I wouldn't have to think nearly as hard about when I am and am not dashing. Alright. 60% damage. Easy pickup. The fire damage would be nice, but again, that's just damage everywhere. 30% damage everywhere. Yeah, this is nuts. This weapon is crazy. Replace a normal inscription. So now we're kind of getting to the point where it's a little risky for us to do this on our demon lore. So we're just going to go ahead and upgrade it. Because if we lose that 50% weapon damage against burning enemies, that's going to be kind of a bummer. We will go ahead and level it up a couple times though. So up to 326 damage, not too bad. Got ourselves another vault here, a boss vault, which we should be able to handle pretty well at this point. I'm not too worried about getting blasted by a boss. I think even if we get the Raksha, we should be good to go. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. We'll scrap this as well. Ooh, that was another +1 projectiles crimson fire scale, which is a very fun weapon to play around with. Oh no, I just reloaded. Oh, that sucks. I want to reload before this boss gets here. There we go. We got the bonus again. And it is a Raksha, so we'll go ahead and fry him. There we go. We reloaded a couple times, but that's okay. Did the damage we needed to there. Reloading until I get my bonus again. Man, for 30% chance, this sure doesn't seem to happen too much. Isn't it a 33% chance? I mean, I get that it's 65 or 67% chance that it won't happen, but that's quite a few times I've just did that. Alright. 2 talismans. Haven't seen that. We got triple dashes. Okay, now we need to have the bonus, because now we shouldn't ever have to reload. There it is. Alright. We'll take Lone Ranger. Gives us extra damage when we're far away. I like fighting from further away when we can. Normal peddler here. Yeah, when we have all these bonuses going, we just absolutely shred. Fire enthusiast. We don't have any shards right now, right? No, we don't. So do I want that? I don't really think so. Whenever you inflict burning, you inflict it onto yourself. When you are in burning, fire damage causes 2% lifesteal. I guess it's really just not ever a bad thing to pick up, right? Again, not a bad item, but we don't want it. This we can pick up, sure. Doesn't really matter. If we get a cursed scroll, then we'll get some more weapon damage. That never hurt anybody, so. These extra charges on our dash are very nice at allowing us to move a little bit more freely as we kill to make sure we keep that magazine loaded. The last thing we could get to make sure we keep those charges up would be 50% cooldown, but we don't necessarily need it. Ooh, that was close. We need some tankiness too. Fortunately, we do have a ton of movement speed now due to those extra charges on our dashes. So that's giving us a lot of it's giving us a lot of movement speed because we can keep the bonus from one of our scrolls up pretty much 100% of the time. All right, grab our ascension and go. I really should have been grabbing this Acid Dominance the whole time, huh? Let's go for Energy Blade. I used to pick this up all the time before I knew, like, which ascensions were good on this character. Curiosity Box could be good. Bullet Light and... yeah, both of those are pretty good. This is great. Sure. We'll go ahead and upgrade our weapon a couple times. 234. For whatever reason, I thought we were in the 300s before. Alright, so hopefully our movement speed will keep us nice and topped off. Whoa! Out of harm's way. Want to make sure we destroy all the eyeballs. All these things. We do some decent damage over time, and then we need to focus. Whoops. We need to focus the eyes. Okay. Still good to go. We have no downs, so we can't, or we have no revives, so we can't go down here. We're good to go. As long as we hit the crits, we're fine. Oh my god, that was a huge pickup. That scroll we just got. 100%. Oh my god, we're busted this game. Alright, so we just got this here. So elemental magazine deals an additional 50% damage when weapon damage causes an elemental effect, which is going to be always. And we also got flowing light, which we're going to trade out for our thunderstorm because we get pretty much an extra 20% elemental effect, proc effect chance. So that's amazing for us as well. We'll heal up. He's asleep now because we've got all 3 of our bonuses, our spiritual blessings. Ooh, excuse me. Ooh, we actually don't have our enhanced magazine right now. I must have reloaded on accident somewhere in there. Oh man, these monkeys are all over the place. Between my movement speed and their crazy movement. Oh, and we don't have the electricity on our. We don't have the correct Gemini on our weapon. That's why we're doing a little bit less damage right now. So we'll go ahead and reforge this until we get what we need, which is right there. No reason to etch it. Doesn't really do us any good. I did not mean to switch weapons there. That could have been actually really bad. He just soaked up all 3 of our lightless shield procs. Alright, we need to be real careful here. I'm getting a little too close. Oh, I didn't mean to reload. That's a bummer. We do not have our bonus right now. Our bonus damage. Okay. Still can't quite get it back. So we're just gonna kind of fight through this until we do get it back. There it is. Alright, we have plenty of damage for the final boss. So we should be okay. There is a peddler. I'm going to buy some ammo. We had to use quite a bit in that room. Thunderstep, sure. Alright, we'll go ahead and check this out. Luxurious gift box is probably our best bet right now. We got corrosion enthusiast, I think, which we can try out because we have immunity to slows. So we can see how that works. We should be just immune to the slow that it causes. So we'll try that. Also, we have so much movement speed, we really just shouldn't feel that, and that gives us a good bit of tankiness, so. Yeah. It's pretty negligible, even if it does apply. I can't even tell. It's how much it really doesn't matter right now. But oh my god, it's like such a struggle to not be hitting the reload button. That goes against like everything that I'm used to with playing these kinds of games, first-person shooters. Especially this one in particular, because I just always reload when I reposition, because it's just a convenient time to do so. This is also, like, this is going to sound really silly, but if you're 47 minutes into this video, I'm sure you're invested enough in the video to listen to me talk about something like this, but this, trying to play this game and commentate over it is like a mental challenge, and just like keeping two streams of thought alive at the same time. And to double that on top of trying to rewire my brain to not reload after every single interaction with an enemy. It's definitely interesting. We are doing ridiculous damage though. Where'd that enemy go? Right here. Sorry about that. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Alright, we're good there. Nice. Alright. That was a spicy little section. All the enemies in this area turn to walruses, so this is basically just a copper grab for us. As long as I don't get stuck anywhere, like in between an enemy and a wall. Oh, I just reloaded that. That sucks. Let's see if we can get our bonus back real quick. Oh, we also have decay drivers, so we don't even have to worry about the slow that we would get from... There it is. Ooh, just like that. That's where we get stuck and actually take it down without even realizing it. Okay. Kill this last walrus. And that walrus. That turned into a walrus. Walrus. It's walrusception. They're just stuck inside of each other. Alright. Let's grab our scroll. Peddler. Okay, free peddler buys. I guess that's nice. How courteous of you. We do have a craftsman back there, so we could go ahead and we can go ahead and upgrade our weapon a couple times if we so choose. Ah, I didn't want to reload. I knew I was getting close to. I should have stopped. So now we can reload until we get the bonus back again, which we do not have yet. There it is. Normal gift box. Against the flow. I think it's fine. Sorta. Wait a minute. Wasn't this demon lore at like 200 something damage before? Okay. Alright, so that the values in there are adjusting to some of our benefits when we're in mid-fight. I thought I checked that. I don't know if I checked it in one of the recent videos or if I checked it like while I was playing last. But I didn't think those values in the actual like weapon table actually changed. But now I'm inclined to think that, whoops, didn't mean to hit that. Ooh, that they do. So now, yep, just went up to 149, 170. Oh, that's the weapon damage. I gotcha. That's the benefit of the crits. That's when I hit crits. It's actually increasing our weapon damage. Cool, so we can actually see how much damage gets increased as we hit critical. That's pretty nice. And it only gets reset on reload, so as long as we don't reload, we'll continue to push that damage up. Sorry that I'm pausing it, I just want to see how quickly that damage grows. This is not better than what we have. So already up to 269. Whoops. Now I'm just hitting that. I'm like hitting that in place of wanting to reload now. My brain just wants to reload so bad. Oh man. Well, I don't know how much this is going to matter for the boss, but we're going to destroy this boss. Yeah, we're up to almost 300 damage. This will be good for his final form. This is good because we don't have a revive. And the rest of it doesn't matter. Whoops. We'll go ahead and up the damage again. And in we go. Yeah, we're doing more damage. See, and this is what I meant by Nightmare is easier than... Or Nightmare is harder than Reincarnation. Because in Reincarnation, you just do so much the more damage. Like, it's just not even comparable at all. I mean, watch. He has over 3 million health right here. And it takes us less than a second to drain that. Well, that is Reincarnation 1. That was a lot of fun. That was very challenging to commentate over at the same time. But that's good because it makes me better at playing. Man, that was a good time. We'll see how much damage we did. See? 61 million damage. Nice. Alright. Ended up with 11.3k souls, which is actually less than what we started with. And that will be it. So thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoyed. If you do want to see more Gunfire, let me know, because I really enjoy playing this game. I know the recordings are a little long, but that's just kind of how this game goes. So I'm releasing this with a bunch of different other videos and basically just recording everything I play, which I know is a change of pace for some of you guys that may have been watching the channel for a bit, but that's how it's going to stay. You know, that's how the uploads are going to keep coming. So hopefully you enjoy. We'll catch you next time.